Say hi. Why are you being shy? Say hi. They like you. Say hi. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to pop on here and kind of explain what this video is because I don't think I really did, but this is just a reading vlog. In this video, I may or may not have found 2 5-star books. Yeah, so this is kind of like reading anticipated books for a week. Let's just roll the clips because there's some great books in this video. Hey guys, should we do a quick little reading update? So today is Saturday, so we're gonna probably have this go Saturday to Saturday maybe. I'm kind of all over the place with my reading. So today I listened to probably 2 hours of Lightlark. I've been reading this book this entire year and I really finally want to just get done with it. It's going very mid, very lower midly. I'm not going to go too much about that. I'm also in the middle of A Shadow in the Ember. I need to finish this really soon because I'm borrowing it from someone. I'm on page 156 and then I literally just started A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm on page 24. So really kind of in the mood for like a summary book, but I really have been wanting to read this series lately and the Netflix show comes out soon. Let me know if you know the date because I don't know. But hi, quick little update. So I am 73% into Lightlark thanks to Libby. I've just been listening to it and getting some work done and I'm finally starting to get into it. We had like a little plot twist, so it's getting pretty good and I'm intrigued to see how it ends. Guys, I finally finished Lightlark after reading it since February. It is now almost May. I kind of am confused about how I feel because for like the first like 2/3 I wasn't really into it or cared and just felt like it was like really drug out and boring. But the last like probably 75-ish pages it got really interesting and intriguing and I am kind of interested to see what happens in the next book. But also I like don't want to go through the process of reading a 400-page book and only liking 100 pages out of it, you know? So if you have read the second one, please let me know if it's better in your opinion or worth it. That's that. I am in between like a 2 and a 3-star, I think like 2.5. Also, I am currently reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm on like page 40-ish. I'm listening to the audiobook on Spotify because it is free on Spotify, which is kind of surprising. And I just wanted to say that I'm really liking how this is set up in the audiobook. There's just lots of like, there's like this map graphic. Some of it's in like interview format or like journal format since she is like doing this all for a project. And I really like how you get that. Like even in the audiobook when it got to the chapter where it's like an interview with someone, the whole audiobook like switched. Like you can tell that they're in the interview and you're basically just listening to the recording. So I thought that was super cool and I was honestly really impressed when the audiobook just switched to that. I feel like it just adds a lot. So yeah, that's my updates for now. Hey guys, update. So I made it to chapter 20. I am absolutely loving it. I literally love Pip so much and the story is so interesting. I'm just so intrigued and I just have to know what's going on. Guys, this was gonna be a really happy update and me like, yeah, I'm loving the book. And then I accidentally got a glimpse of the upcoming chapter and now I'm gonna have to Google and spoil it to myself because I don't play around with what we're talking about. Are you freaking kidding me? No, why? Literally why? Like that doesn't need to happen. Okay, well, I looked it up because I can't not know. Now I know, and now I'm mad at the book. But I also kind of spoiled a little bit of the who done it, which I don't care. I'm just so mad now. But anyways, I'm really enjoying the book. I'm on page 286. It's going good, except for what just happened. It's gonna be really emotional for me, but I'm really enjoying the story. I literally have no theories, really. I just am along for the ride, pretty much. I do have some suspicions about certain people. I'm just like so addicted to the book too, like I can't stop reading it. But yeah, that's my update. I'm gonna read this small chapter and probably cry at the end of it, and then... This is bull. I don't play when it comes to what's going on right now. I don't play. I need a brain break because I'm not mentally prepared to read what just got spoiled for me on the internet. I did it to myself though, like I don't care. Like I needed to know. I can't be in the unknown, you know what I mean? I'm trying so hard not to lose it right now. This is so sad! Wow, that's terrible. Why? I'm just sitting here eating lunch. This is so emotional. I love this book. The guy in this is too good. I love him. I don't really want to say why. What? I'm sorry, huh? Okay, I am about to finish the book. Where we're at now, it's gonna be crazy. Where we're at now, it's going in a different direction and then like what got spoiled for me, which I did it to myself clearly, but like it just name dropped a little bit. So I'm intrigued to see how this ties in with what was spoiled to me. I gotta keep listening because this is like insane. I just love the characters. I love Pip so much. Wish I was as smart as her. No, what are you doing there? Duh. Bad idea, right? No way. So calm about this. Something's about to happen. Guys, I finished A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. We'll talk more about it in the morning. I'll give you a hint though. I'm gonna read a little bit of this book now. That's all I got. I'm feeling very meh about it. Hey guys, so I do have a good amount of bookish updates for you about my week so far. Today is Wednesday. Yesterday I finished A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I freaking love this book so much. Definitely a 5-star for me. There is not a single thing that I would change about this book. Honestly, I loved all of the characters so much, and it was just such an entertaining story because I really didn't know where it was gonna go. It did catch me off guard, but like I said earlier, a part of it did get spoiled for me a little bit, but I did it to myself and I'm not mad about it because I just needed to know what happened with that thing that was kind of upsetting to me. I loved this so much. I really love our main character Pip and also who she kind of works with on this. I really love them together too. I don't know much about the sequel in this, but I hope we get to see him too. I'm not sure. I probably won't pick it up, probably not till June maybe, just because I have some other books I want to get to in May, but yeah, I loved it so much. This whole book was just so entertaining to me, and I absolutely love how it's set up, how you get like the entries in her project, how you get like phone calls with people, how you get like just like graphics like this. I feel like it just adds a lot to the book, and I loved it so much. Can't say enough good things about this one. I think I'm gonna soft DNF this book, A Shadow in the Ember. Honestly, right now, life is just crazy and busy right now, and my brain is not at capacity to handle like a fantasy book like this. So far, it's been pretty easy to understand, but I just have been having a hard time getting into it and wanting to read it, and I just really want to read like happy, fluffy books right now. So I think I'm going to return this to who I lent it to and probably buy it on the Kindle maybe, because I just feel bad too that I have her book for so long and I'm not really making progress in it. So I just have that in the back of my mind, like, oh my gosh, I need to get it back to her, and I just don't really want to force myself to read it because I tried to read a couple chapters last night and I just couldn't really focus on it. I think I'm gonna soft DNF this, but I'm definitely gonna pick it up again. Like, I'm a third of the way through probably, and I am pretty invested, so I will finish this eventually, but probably not right now. A book I am so excited about, I listened to just the first chapter today, and tell me why I am so beyond hooked. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I am so intrigued with this book, and I just listened to the first chapter and it was so good. I loved it so much, so I'm so excited to keep listening to this and hopefully finish it soon. It's kind of like an interesting premise at first. So our main guy, Justin, he posts on this Reddit thread type thing. I don't know how Reddit works, so I'm really, just don't listen to me. He makes a post on Reddit about how everyone he dates ends up finding their soulmate after him. Like, they date and then immediately after they break up, they find their soulmate. So he thinks he's like cursed in that sense. So he posts about that, and then our main girl Emma sees it and is like, oh my gosh, I'm also cursed. Like, the same thing happens to me. Like, my exes find their soulmates right after we break up too. She messages him and they kind of start texting through Reddit. I didn't know there was a DM feature on Reddit, but hey. So I really thought that was a super interesting way for them to connect, because you just get something different. Like, I've never read anything like that in a book, and I always love when we have like text message pages. So I hope we get a lot of that. But yeah, so I think the premise of this is they're gonna try and date so then they can cancel their curses out and find their soulmates after. I'm really intrigued because there's just always depth to Abby Jimenez's books, and they're just really emotional and funny, and she's literally a perfect author. I love her so much. But yeah, I'm gonna go listen. I'm just waiting for my beats to charge a bit. It's also free on Spotify, the audiobook, which is incredible. I am a little scared my minutes are gonna run out soon. Knock on wood. I'm a little nervous, but that's that. That's my update. Well, I didn't flick you off. I did peace. I'm sorry. This is so cute. I literally can't. Y'all are literally on a water bottle right now. Actually, I'm gonna take a picture and I'll put it in. Wait, this angle kind of slays though. Anyways, I think I owe you an update. I am on page 78. I'm loving it. Getting the vibes, if you get what I'm saying here. So where we're at now, we are just getting to the part where they meet for the first time. Like, they've been texting, but they're actually about to meet. And Spotify says the chapter is literally 30 minutes long. Normally I'm like a 30-minute long chapter hater, but since it's such like a big chapter, I cannot wait and I need every detail. Anyways, some dogs yelling at me, so. I wish I was an annotator. I mean, really. Guys, I'm like trying not to like giggle out here and like guys, this man, oh my gosh, like he's like top boyfriends at this point, and I'm not even 100 pages in. This is the last thing I was expecting. Actually crazy. Abby Jimenez is kind of a mastermind. This freaking character. Ugh. Oh, this chapter's about to be so good, but so emotional. It's chapter 41. Yeah, and you didn't at all. I I just like whacked my face with my ring and now, guys, I'm gonna do it. I might have to do it. So I have the family plan and no one else on the plan uses theirs. So like why can't, do they get, I need to investigate. Yes, I just bought more minutes, but here's my reasoning. I have probably, well, first of all, I'm so invested in the book, but I have probably like 3 hours of audiobook time tomorrow, a couple on Friday as well, and next week I have 3 days straight of stress packing and audiobook time. So I really was hoping to have minutes then. $13 is worth it to me. It hurts, but it was worth it. Spotify though. Hey guys, I feel like it's been a fat minute since we've chatted, but I haven't really read for a couple of days, but today I've been listening for probably about an hour now, and I am up to page 286, chapter 32, and the chapters that I just read, they were like just so emotional and felt so real. Like I feel like those chapters really just did something with the main couple. Like they just, a lot changed for them during those chapters, and it was just really sweet to read about. Something else I just wanted to say is if you've read her other books, especially Yours Truly, and I can't think of the other one because I haven't read it, but there is some crossover in here. Like those characters do show up in this book, so I really enjoyed that because I loved Yours Truly so much. But yeah, this is going so good. I love their relationship so much. It's just a really interesting book because both of the characters have so much going on, like in the present and like from their past that they're still dealing with. So it's really interesting to watch them try and figure their stuff out while trying to also navigate a relationship. I'm just really enjoying this book. Hopefully I can maybe finish it today now that I have like 100 pages left. We'll see. Wow, I am so mad for our main girl. Like not mad at her, but mad for her. Like if this was happening to me, that's absolutely crazy. And there is just one character in this book I hate so bad. This is terrible. Alright, you guys know what time it is. It's a little wrap-up time. So, the first book I finished was Lightlark. I was already at least probably 50% through this book. So I really wanted to finish it because I'm really behind on my reading goals. So I just want to like kind of get through the books that I'm already partway into. I ended up giving this one 2.5 stars, which to me, it was just so slow and really hard to get into actually. It could have been rated higher for me, but it just felt so drug out and kind of just that they were doing the same things over and over again and nothing was happening. It was also kind of really hyped up to be this like deadly game that's like super cutthroat and all of that, but honestly, I feel like we didn't really even get much of the game aspect or the other people in the game. Like at the beginning, it started out kind of more strong in that aspect, but then as the book went on, we really didn't talk about the game at all, really. The end of this book, though, really was good. Like, the last probably 100 to 150 pages were so good, though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it actually kind of was crazy, and I did really enjoy it. It's just kind of when Alex asked her, is just like, whoa, plot twist, whoa, this craziness happens, this and that. I'm like, we could have kind of made some of that happen to the beginning of the book, like, you know, maybe dropped some hints throughout the book to keep the readers on their toes, all of that. I will say I am intrigued to pick up the next one. Just with how this ended, I don't think it's gonna be anything I really read soon. I might try and get it on like audiobook or something. I just had such a hard time getting into this book. I think I tried to read it physically and the audiobook and I couldn't even get into either way of that. That's that. Just maybe could have been like 100 plus pages shorter. The next book I read is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This is my second Holly Jackson book and it is safe to say that I love her as an author. This one follows our main girl Pip and she is working to kind of solve this murder that happened in their town, and she's doing so by making her like senior project about the murder, and she just kind of digs into what happened, the evidence that happened, interviews people, and it was so interesting to me because I am such like a mystery person versus a thriller person, because I love a good whodunit, and this one was so twisty turny and I really didn't see any of it coming. I did kind of spoil a bit of it for myself. I was okay with that because I just needed to know something right away. I really enjoyed this. I absolutely loved Pip and our other main character Ravi, and I really just found the side characters super intriguing and interesting, and I feel like this book was just done perfectly. I loved it so much. Holly Jackson is a mastermind. Highly recommend if you're into like mystery type books. And then the last book I read in this video was Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I'm kind of a little bit stuck on a rating for this one because I feel like it's like almost a 5-star, but I don't know if it's quite there. Maybe 4.75, maybe 5. I'm really not sure. Should we just give it 5? I think we'll just go ahead and give it 5 because this book, it was so incredible. I love Abby Jimenez because she not only makes like a cute, funny romance, but she adds so much depth to each character in her books and has so many like side plots going on. And that's like my favorite type of romance, when they're more deep and there's tons going on off to the side and with other characters. I really enjoyed this one. There was so many good side characters, and I just really enjoyed how both of the characters in the relationship had to figure things out about themselves and go through that journey as well as navigating the relationship. There are some characters in this book that I really did not like, and I feel like with that, kind of the main character annoyed me a little bit. Just with some things were going on, I'm like, girl, you need to just stop and like look at the bigger picture, because some stuff that was going on was just not okay. She was kind of having a hard time realizing that. So this is connected to Yours Truly and Part of Your World, which I knew that going in, but I didn't think that it would be as present as it was. You don't technically have to read them, but honestly I'd kind of recommend it because one, Abby Jimenez books are incredible, and two, the characters are pretty heavily talked about in this book, and that you definitely do see them in this book, so knowing their background I think would help. I've read Yours Truly, so I knew those characters when they were mentioned, but the Part of Your World characters I didn't really know, so I was a little lost with that. Like, I was able to pick up on some things, but I would have liked to know their backstory, and I really enjoy how Abby Jimenez wrote them interconnected because I feel like everything kind of ties together a little bit, and I really enjoy that because if you enjoy all 3 books, this is incredible for you, you know? So I really want to go back and read Part of Your World. Maybe reread this, honestly, after I do that, so I can just really understand the characters and everything like that. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I loved especially the guy in this, and I just feel like both of these characters had a ton of character development throughout the story and really just were able to work through their issues and become better for each other. I really enjoyed that, and I definitely recommend this book. But like I said, you don't have to read the other 2 first, but I would recommend it because I feel like it just makes this hit even harder because now you know the backstory of the other characters too. Thanks guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.